What's up, everybody? Welcome to Human Innovation Tarot. My name is Eddie with Imagine Life Development Center. And we are going to take a look at what's coming up for everybody in Cancer season, so July. Happy birthday to all the Cancerians out there. If you're new to my channel, I would appreciate it if you would click the like and subscribe button. Completely free for you. If you'd like to book a personal or private reading, that information is in the description box below. You can also hit the bell notification if you'd like to be notified when I go live. Come join me for a free live tarot reading. All right. We're going to go through all 12 zodiac signs. We're going to start with Aries. We're going to end with Pisces. There will be timestamps. So if you'd like to see the timestamps, those should be in the description box as well. All right. Starting off with Aries. What's coming up in July, Cancer season, for my Aries out there? Okay. Okay, Aries, you guys are torn between a choice between two people. You're feeling overwhelmed. You're stuck. You feel stuck between a choice. You got two people here. You got a King of Cups. You got a King of Wands here. Potentially Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Potentially Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. I don't feel that this is you. I feel that this is somebody else. So, I feel like you have attraction. We have the Ace of Wands here. We have the Ace of Wands here. And we have the Page of Pentacles here. You have attraction here for two people. So we see the Ten of Wands here at the bottom of the deck is showing that you're overwhelmed. This is a tough decision for you. There's the Two of Wands. You got a decision to make here. And then we get the Eight of Wands here. How do you want to move forward? How do you want to move forward here in this situation? We don't know. But you have a decision to make here. Now, with the Hangman here, this is basically just saying that you guys are feeling stuck. Things are up in the air between these two people. And then we have the World card here. And the World card is basically saying, like, essentially, hey, the World is saying that you guys are coming out of a cycle. But this decision is going to affect this decision that you make, depending on what decision you make, is going to determine what the new cycle is. So basically, if you choose this person, you have one timeline. You choose the other person, that's going to be another timeline. Pretty straightforward, pretty common sense. The divine basically is saying, hey, it's up to you. Two of Wands. And you're gonna have to just make a decision here. Who are you gonna pick? Who are you gonna pick, Aries? You got a decision between two people here. And I think you like them both for different reasons. But there's no other information. The divine is not giving me any other information for you. So what I will tell you, and this is just my personal opinion. Okay? So you can take it or leave it. Choose the person that adds value to your life. Choose the person that truly adds value to your life. Don't choose a person that you have more lust, more infatuation, more butterflies necessarily with. Attraction can be deceiving. Choose the person that actually adds value to your life. All right. So your surrender card for the month of July is surrender to the magic of who you are. The card says we all have magic in us, even in the mundane aspects of life. Remember that you are a magical being with a uniqueness and worth that come from just being you. So it's saying, look, just be yourself. Okay? Be yourself and you can't go wrong. All right? So that's what's coming up for you guys. All right. What's coming up for my Tauruses? A lot of action, a lot of fire for you guys, a lot of momentum, a lot of movement. You guys are going after something. You're putting your plans into action here, it looks like. And if you're not, you need to be. Because you get the Knight of Wands, the Two of Wands, the Three of Wands. So the Knight of Wands is somebody who takes action. Yeah, and we get the Ace of Pentacles here. So the Knight of Wands is somebody who takes action. The Two of Wands is about planning, decision-making, strategizing. The Three of Wands is putting those plans into action, moving forward, setting sail, going after the things that you want, that you desire here. Justice is essentially balance, fairness, karma, cause and effect. Some of you guys could have been going through a legal thing, maybe. I don't really get that, though. Ace of Pentacles is a new opportunity, and the Death is a rebirth here. So there's something here. You guys are changing. There's something that you guys have gone through up to this point this year. Like, you've realized that the path that you were on, or the decisions that you were making, there's something that you had a realization that something you were doing wasn't working. And so you're like, okay, this is what I've been after. This is what I've been trying to accomplish. This is, whatever it is, whether it's work, relationships, money, who knows? Okay. With the Pentacles here, the Three of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles, we could guess that it's work related or money related, but it doesn't have to be. Whatever it is, this is the cornerstone of your reading. The cornerstone of your reading is the Death card. The Death card is Scorpio energy. So, you could have been dealing with a Scorpio. We have Libra here for those who want to know. But basically, I feel that you guys had a major realization that you needed to change course. It's almost like you finally realize, hey, I've been doing the same thing and expecting a different result. That's the definition of insanity. Or I finally realized that what I've been doing, or who I've been, or the path that I've been on isn't what I want. And so either it came to an end, whether you wanted it to or not, or you chose to end it. It's going to be either or. So now, because you realize that whatever, basically that you've had this kind of transformation, you've changed, you've had these realizations, or maybe even like a spiritual awakening. You're like, hey, you know what? I'm sick and tired of playing small. I'm sick and tired of living the life that I've been living, or settling for whatever I've been settling for. And now you have these new ideas, right? You're starting, like, you've been receiving downloads or ideas, and you're like, man, I think I can do something different. I think I can do something different. Not only think I could do something different, I think I can actually go just do the thing. And if you're a Taurus and you haven't had this realization, you're going to have it coming up in the next 30 days. So you've either had this realization or you're about to receive this realization from the divine. Because the Ace of Pentacles is basically the potential for something new. It's a solid, it's something solid, something stable, something tangible. All right. It's something actionable that you can move forward on, and you can get a result, a return on your investment. We have the Three of Pentacles here. At the bottom of the deck, underneath that, we have temperance. Yeah, it's like basically saying, hey, whatever you're moving towards, whether you realize it or not, if you're aware of it, great. Just keep moving towards it. Be patient with in the process, and you will make progress with the Three of Wands. And Justice is saying that you're going to get out of it what you put into it, but it's going to be beneficial for you. So for you guys, there's a how do I say this? There's a reward for your efforts coming. And because you're going to experience the reward for your efforts, you're going to realize, hey, okay, finally, I found something. Finally, I found something that I put my energy into, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a job, whether it's your health. It doesn't, anything. It could be anything. But you're going to finally start to see the reward for your efforts. Like, I've been putting effort and energy into this thing, and finally, there's a reward. Now, here's the caveat. The caveat is once you start to see the results, the reward for your effort, then the temptation might be to stop doing, to take your foot off the gas. And the divine is saying, don't take your foot off the gas. That's what the Three of Pentacles and the Temperance card is saying. Okay? Do not take your foot off the gas. Because there's a even bigger payoff, but it's going to require patience with Temperance. It's going to require patience. There's a bigger payoff. Okay, so by August or September, there could be even something even more substantial waiting for you. All right. So again, either this is something that you're going to become aware of or something you're already aware of. It's going to be one or the other. All right? Let's see what your surrender card is. Let's see what the divine wants you guys to be focused on in terms of like what you guys need to work on. All right, we have surrender to fear. The card says, let go of the fearful stories you are telling yourself. Stay in the moment, focus on solutions, and celebrate every baby step forward. 100%. Literally, basically what I was just saying. That's what the patience is. As you slowly implement your plans, as you slowly continue to put effort into this thing, whatever this thing is. Again, it could be anything. It could be your career, it could be money, it could be health, it could be relationships, it could be love, it could be anything. All right? The Ace of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles, it's kind of open-ended here. Saying, hey, don't fall into the fear trap, and you'll be just fine, okay? All right. Gemini. What's coming up for my Geminis in the month of July? Cancer season for Geminis. All right, Gemini. There's a situation here where the divine is saying, you know what you need to do, but you need to stop overthinking it. So with the Ace of Swords, which is you knowing what to do here, truth, clarity, you understanding. Eight of Swords, which is you feeling like you're stuck in a situation that you don't know what to do. There's no good outcomes. There's no way out. And there's a Six of Swords thing, but hold on, there is a way out. So the divine is saying you know what to do, but you just actually have to do the thing that you know that you need to do instead of overthinking the thing that you need to do. The Eight of Pentacles is here saying, yeah, it's going to take effort. It's going to take work, but you know what you need to do. And I feel like you've known this for a little while because we have Justice here at the bottom of the deck. And Justice is the ultimate truth. This is the Ace of Swords, the sword of truth and clarity, understanding. But then you have Justice, which is the ultimate truth, which is Libra energy. And then you have Cancer energy here with the Chariot for those who care about that. So the divine is saying, look, You're not trapped. You're not stuck. It's not, you know, you're not damned if you do, you're not damned if you don't. You've got to pull yourself out of the negative thinking. You got to pull yourself out of your pessimism. You know what to do. Ace of Swords is here. You know what to do. And for maybe like 3% of you, if you don't know what to do, you're going to know in the next 30 days. But for most of you, you know what to do. You just need to actually do the thing that you know to do, even though it may be very difficult. That's why the Chariot is here. The Chariot is all about overcoming obstacles, right? It's you taking control of your life, taking the reins of your life, you being in control, you being in charge, and then overcoming the challenges. Now, the Chariot in other decks, you know, there's usually like a white horse and a black horse, and it represents the two horses that want to go in different directions. And it's up to the driver to rein those horses in and make them obey, you know, where they want to drive. It's like, hey, it's up to me to control these horses and not let these horses control me. And that's what the divine is saying. You know what to do, but you just need to do it. It may not be easy, but you can do it. This is obviously something that you're dealing with. It's been very painful for you. We have the Three of Swords here, and the pain of whatever it is that you've been through is why you're in the Eight of Swords. And it feels like there's been an injustice done. So maybe somebody hurt you, maybe somebody betrayed you, so maybe somebody broke up with you, maybe there was a divorce, maybe there was cheating, maybe you let go from, I don't know. You know, it could be anything. We got Emperor underneath the Justice card. So Libra, we have Aries here. Maybe it was you're dealing with an Aries. I don't know. But what I do know is that whatever hurt you, you guys will know, whatever hurt you is why you're in this Eight of Swords. And it's easy to play the victim card. It's easy to say, oh, well, something happened to me, so I'm the victim. And it's easy to just sit in that energy. But if you stay in this energy, eventually a tower is going to come and blow your life up. And then it's going to be even more painful than it already is. Because we're not meant to stagnate. We're not meant to sit in Three of Swords energy. And so, yes, it's going to require effort on your part to move forward. But if you apply effort and you do what you already know you need to do, then justice is on your side. Basically, the result, the cause and effect, which is what justice also represents, the cause and effect of the thing that you need to do, or let me rephrase that. By doing the thing that you know you need to do, you will get good karma for doing the thing that you need to do. Your life will open up again. Opportunities will open up again. The pain and this burden will resolve. You'll have an opportunity to resolve it, bounce back from it, move forward from it. So whatever's going on for you guys, there's an opportunity here to get out of this stuck energy and move forward. Yeah. All right. And so your surrender card is Surrender to Wonder and Awe. The card says, open to the magic of every moment and sense the awe and wonder in all of life. This attitude will keep you connected to the ecstasy of flow. So yeah, this again is what I was just saying. The divine is saying, you know what to do. You just need to do it. Because you don't know what's going to happen when you do it. The result is going to be better than you think it is. All right? I don't know what this is or what it pertains to. I can only read the cards that are here for you. But that's what's out for you guys, all right? So that's what's coming up for Gemini. All right, so Cancer. Happy birthday, Cancer. It's your guys' season. It's your birthday month. Happy birthday to Cancers, my Cancerians out there. Let's see what's coming up for Cancer. All right, Cancer. Don't shoot the messenger. Don't shoot the messenger. You guys are faking happiness, okay? You're pretending to be happy when you're not. So here's you. This is how you actually feel, which is the Four of Cups. This is how you feel, and you're hurting right now over something. Okay? So you feel rejected, you feel neglected, and you're heartbroken. But you're pretending to be happy here. You're faking it. You want everybody to know that everything's okay. I'm all right. Don't worry about me. This is you faking happiness. All right. This is Leo energy, and then we have Virgo over here with the Hermit. Just for those who care about that. Now, the divining thing with the Ace of Swords, similar to Gemini, there's a truth, a realization that you guys have. You have a knowing about something, but you're not doing anything about it. You know what to do with the Ace of Swords. You have the truth, you have the knowledge, you have the know-how, whatever it is, you know what you need to do, but you're not doing anything about it with the Four of Cups. And the reason that you're not doing anything about it is because you feel hurt right now. You've been isolating here with the Hermit. You've been in hermit mode, isolating. Maybe you've been reflecting. Maybe you've been introspecting. If you have, that's a good thing. But ultimately, the Six of Swords is here saying that there's something that you need to move on from. And you know it. You know it with the Ace of Swords and the Three of Swords. You know that there's something that you need to move on from, but you haven't done it for whatever reason. You're over here in the Four of Cups. You're not doing anything right now. You're procrastinating. You're putting it off. The Five of Pentacles, this is how you really feel. You want people to think you're over here happy with the Sun, but over here, the Five of Pentacles, you actually feel abandoned. You feel neglected. Or as, most tarot readers would say, you feel left out in the cold. You're not doing well with the Five of Pentacles. And the Eight of Pentacles underneath that is saying the same thing as the Ace of Swords, saying nothing's going to change until you change it. And nothing's going to change until you do something different. You can't procrastinate. You can't do nothing and expect change. So essentially, you're promoting your own suffering, or you're wallowing in your own heartache, essentially. And like I said, don't shoot the messenger. I'm just keeping it real here, okay? Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just keeping it real. You know what you need to do. You just actually need to do it. There's something that you need to let go of. There's something you need to move on from. And if you do it, if you move on, then you'll have your peace back again. You'll leave this pain behind. But you have to be willing to let it go. Whatever this is for you, Cancerians, you have to be willing to let it go. Okay, I think you guys got the same one. I forget. There was another sign. I don't know if it was Aries or Taurus. Okay, right, the same surrender card that you just got. So, surrender to the magic of who you are. Which is basically saying that, and I'm going to read the card to you, but I just want to say this in addition to what the card says. It's a not good enough syndrome. That's why the Four of Cups is here. The reason that you're in this Four of Cups stagnation energy is because you bought into this mentality that clearly you're not good enough. You're not lovable enough. You're not worthy enough. You're not enough of fill in the blank. And it's bullshit. It's a lie. It's not true. But I can't convince you of that. Somebody else can't convince you of that. You have to convince yourself of that. So this is what the card says. We all have magic in us, even in the mundane aspects of life. Remember that you are a magical being with a uniqueness and worth that come from just being you. Okay? You have to be willing to be yourself. And go within to find and discover your own worth. It's kind of spirituality 101, which I can't get into all of that in this reading, unfortunately. But that's what's coming up for you guys. Leo. All right, Leo, you guys could be dealing with a Taurus. You don't have to be, but we do have double Taurus energy over here. We got the Queen of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, or at the split of the deck, rather. We have the Empress, Taurus, Libra, and Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn here with the Queen of Pentacles. All right, what else do we have? We have the Tower, and we have the High Priestess. We have Pisces, and we have Aries with the Tower. So those are other signs that maybe you're dealing with, maybe you're not. So, yeah, there's a, you guys are, there's one of two things there's one of two possibilities here. There's one of two possibilities here for you guys. So possibility one is you guys are dealing with one person, which is this Queen of Pentacles. Possibility two is there's multiple people involved because we have the Knight of Wands, we have the Knight of Cups here. So I'm not sure which one it is, but you guys will know. Either way, Leo, regardless of however many people are involved, the essence of the reading is the same. So there's conflict here because you're not seeing eye to eye with this person. There could be potential secrets with the High Priestess energy here, or if that's not the case, then you're essentially just not listening to your intuition. You're ignoring red flags, and it is either already created a tower moment for you, which is essentially just, it's blown, things have already reached a point where this situation is just kind of blown up because of the Five of Swords, which is conflict, right? This is this is like, extreme conflict here. So, you and somebody else are not seeing eye to eye. Again, however many people are involved, whatever, that part doesn't matter. In terms of however many people are involved. Again, whether it's one person involved or there's multiple people involved, I don't know. But what I can tell you is that there's conflict. If it's not happening yet, if it's not happening right now, then this is what's coming up for you in the next 30 days. Major conflict, major disagreement. You're not seeing eye to eye with whoever this person is that you're dealing with, and things are going to blow up. with the Tower. So in other words, this conflict is going to reach a pivotal, it's going to reach its breaking point. Now this could come out of nowhere because the Tower is usually an unexpected energy, sudden, unexpected, shocking, right? That's what the Tower is. So, if everything seems fine right now, like, I don't know what you're talking about, Eddie. Everything's great between me and my person. Well, it's great for now, but out of nowhere, there's going to be some type of conflict because you guys are not getting along. You're not seeing eye to eye about something. And I think that it's because either there were secrets or there were red flags. Who knows? And, we have these two different nights. So we have a water energy and we have fire energy, and then we have this earth energy. We have Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. We have Leo, Sag, Aries. So the Knight of Wands is probably you guys. There's a painful ending here. Underneath the Queen of Pentacles, whatever this Tower is, whatever this disagreement is, whatever this conflict is, it's going to, again, and maybe it's one of two things. Either there were secrets, there was a secret, there could be either a lie or a betrayal, someone feels backstabbed here, or the conflict, because you guys couldn't see eye to eye, causes this to end abruptly. With the Tower and the Ten of Swords, this is an abrupt ending. Like you're done. Like everything's going good, and then out of nowhere, boom, you're done. So, I don't know. It could be one, the other, it could be both. I could be speaking to, there could be a few different storylines for a few different Leos. But whatever the situation is, there's conflict, there's a disagreement, and there's a sudden, unexpected ending here. I'm just the messenger. Don't shoot the messenger, Leo. I'm just the messenger. Okay. Wow. This card keeps coming out for every sign. You're the third sign that this card has come out for. Surrender to the magic of who you are. This has come out for, I think, Aries. I think this came out for Gemini or Cancer. You're the third zodiac sign that this card has come out for. So this is apparently this is the theme for Cancer season. I've never seen this happen before. But I'll read the card for you guys. We all have magic in us, even the mundane aspects of life. Remember that you are a magical being with a uniqueness and worth that comes from just being you. So essentially, the repeating message for, at least 3 of the zodiac signs that I've done a reading for, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo. So 3 out of 5 of the 3 signs out of the 5 that I've done a reading for so far have gotten this card. So apparently that's the theme for Cancer season. Is the collective needing to realize their worth. Stop searching and looking for fulfillment in things, whether it's people, jobs, whatever, hobbies, looking for fulfillment in anything outside of oneself. So that's kind of what the collective message so far is. All right, let's see what is coming up for Virgo. My fellow virgins. It's going to be our season before we know it. We've already in Cancer season. It's going to be Leo season. Then we're going to be right into Virgo season. All right. What's coming up for Virgos in July? Okay. So Virgo, my fellow virgins, you guys are back to being the martyrs. You're trying to be a martyr here. Like you're kind of all over the place. So you have like this Ace of Wands, like you're thinking about some project, something that you want to do, but yet you already have too much that you're already doing right now. So you're essentially trying to take on too much. So your hands are already full with the Ten of Wands, but then they're like, oh, okay, well, but there's this other thing I want to do too. So maybe I'll just, take on this new thing. And the divine is saying, but how are you going to do it? Your hands are full with the Ten of Wands. You've already got too much shit that you're dealing with here, and you have this Ace of Wands. So it's like you need to. I mean, just these two cards alone. Forget the rest of it. These two cards alone, it's almost a reading in and of itself. Like, you guys need to set the 10 of Wands, all 10 of these wands down, and you really need to kind of like start sorting through your responsibilities. Start sorting through all these 10 wands and deciding what actually needs my energy, my time, my attention. Like I'm carrying all these responsibilities. I'm doing all this stuff here. But what is actually do I need to be carrying? Like, what actually needs my time, my energy, my focus here before I decide to start taking on this other thing? And that's the martyr. That's the martyr syndrome of Virgo. We've already got too many things that we're taking on, and we're over here thinking, oh, I can. It's okay. I can handle more. Just keep throwing more on my back. Keep throwing more on my back. Keep throwing more on my back. Right? And the divine is saying you need to stop. 10 is max. You reached the limit here. You're maxed out. So before you start taking up more responsibilities, you need to address the responsibilities. You need to address the wands you're already dealing with. Because this one more one's gonna, like, you're already at the max. One more is gonna break you. So you need to be cognizant of what it is that how much you're trying to take on. Okay, so that's like a whole, again, that's like a whole reading in and of itself. Now, we have the Fool here. So some of you Virgos are focused on your freedom. You're in this light, despite the fact that you have all this, you have all these things that you're trying to juggle here, all these responsibilities you're trying to juggle. On the other side of the coin, you're kind of enjoying your freedom right now for some of you. Now for others of you, or maybe we could say it as an and or, right? There's a new beginning, a potential new beginning coming up for you guys, and it could be in love. We have the Four of Wands here. This is a reunion. This is a high level of commitment. This is somebody coming back, and we have the Three of Cups over here as well, which is also a celebration or a reunion energy potentially. Now we have the Three of Swords here, which to me indicates that this could be somebody that has hurt you, okay, somebody who's caused you pain is coming back, and there's an opportunity for a new beginning here. Now, we have strength. We have Leo. This is Leo energy. Underneath that, we have a Queen of Cups, which is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Hierophant, which is Taurus. And then Four of Swords. Yeah, this is somebody that you haven't heard from in a while. And you were in a commitment with this person before. The Hierophant and the Four of Wands tells me that you were in a serious commitment with this person before, or you were at least heading in that direction. Okay, so this is somebody that you already know. They're coming back, and the Strength card is essentially saying you're going to have to keep your cool. When this person comes back, you're going to have to be even-tempered. You're going to have to keep your cool so that you can stay clear-minded about what it is that you want to do. Because whoever this person is, and it doesn't have to be a water sign, okay? It doesn't have to be a Leo. It doesn't have to be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. It doesn't have to be a Taurus. It could be any zodiac sign. But whoever it is, the Queen of Cups is this other person. They have a lot of emotions for you. They have very strong feelings for you, right? Whoever it is. Now, the reason that you need to be clear-headed is because of this Ace of Wands. You have very, very strong chemistry with this person. Sexual chemistry, desire, passion. So when this person comes up, shows up in your energy, you might get overwhelmed with the Ten of Wands energy, flooded by the passion, and next thing you know, you guys are rolling in the sheets, so to speak. And that's just going to confuse your mental clarity. So the Strength card is saying you need to be strong enough to remain clear-headed enough so that you can make a decision about what you want to do with this person. Now, I'm also going to say, this isn't for all Virgos, but this is for some Virgos. The Three of Swords and the Three of Cups, this person potentially cheated on you in the past. Okay? This person hurt you in the past. They betrayed you in the past. There were more than one person. There were more than one person in this dynamic for you. For some of you, not for all of you. So again, the Strength card is the most important card for you guys. The Strength card. You're going to have to be strong to remain clear-headed, because this person they're a little like kryptonite. This person shows up, you're going to get all fired up, worked up. You're going to want to bang this person. They want to bang you. You have chemistry here. With the Four of Wands and the Three of Cups, there's a sense of excitement. Even though that this person hurt you, there's a sense of excitement here. That's what the Three of Cups is. That's what the Four of Wands is. There's a sense of excitement. So just keep that in mind. You have to stay clear-headed, because if you get overwhelmed by passion here, then you might not be seeing this situation clearly. You might miss red flags. So this Three of Swords is a huge question mark. And I'm not saying to not to not be open to the possibility that this person who's coming back has changed. Who knows? But what I am saying is that this Three of Swords is a big question mark. And you need to be aware. You need to think clearly. And you need to be thinking with your logical, practical Virgo mind and not with your hormones. So if you let your hormones take over, you might ignore some red flags, and maybe this person hasn't changed. Who knows? All right? And that's going to be the test here. The strength card is the test. Are you going to be strong enough to think clearly? Or are you going to give in to your hormones when this person comes around and perhaps get hurt again? Who knows? We don't know. But, this is what the reading is. So let's see what your surrender card is. Surrender fear. Somebody else got this earlier. Another Zodiac sign got this. Let go of fearful stories you were telling yourself. Stay in the moment. Focus on solutions and celebrate every baby step forward. So for some of you, this is simply saying, hey, look, if this person shows back up, some of you may need to have the strength and the courage to not focus on the negative things of the past that hurt you, because maybe this person has changed. Maybe this is the silver lining. Or if this is a new person, maybe it's not a past person. Maybe if this is a new person, this is the surrender of the fear that the new person is going to hurt you like a past person has hurt you. All right? So you'll have to take it as it resonates, but that's what's coming up for you guys. Libra. Let's check on Libra now. All right, we have Queen of Wands, which is Leo, Sagittarius, Aries energy. Doesn't have to necessarily be that, but that's what the Queen of Wands is. Fire. We have a Three of Cups. We have a Knight of Swords. We have Justice, so there you are in your own reading here with Justice. We have a Three of Pentacles and a Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so this is either somebody new or somebody from your past. I don't know which one it is, but there's a fire energy here. All right. You have a fire energy here. And I mean, this could be you guys, but I don't think so. I think this is somebody. I think this is a fire sign, potentially a Leo, Sag, or Aries. I don't know if this is a new person or a past person. That is unclear. But whoever it is, new or old, somebody's going to suddenly show up. You're gonna the Knight of Swords is sudden communication, sudden change. It's very fast. It's a fast action. So the Three of Cups, the Knight of Swords, Justice, the Three of Pentacles, and the Wheel of Fortune. And the Wheel of Fortune being here is like fate, destiny, serendipity. The Three of Pentacles is somebody who's going to communicate with you. This is like having, a practical conversation, basically. Now, the 3 and the 3, for some of you, with the 5 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So, again, take it as it resonates. And underneath that, we have the 3 of Swords. For some of you, you're discovering, you're with Justice being here, a truth comes out where you realize that There's either some type of argument, there's some type of fighting between you and friends, you and family, you and somebody else. Could be cheating going on in a relationship. It could be a number of things, okay? We have 3, 3, and this 5 of Wands, and we have Justice here. So that could be anything. That could be any number of situations involving multiple people, okay? 3 or more people are involved here. So love triangles or just fighting with friends, fighting with family members. It could be anything. Knight of Swords, the Knight of Swords could be a quick change of events. This Queen of Wands could be the culprit. They could be the the shit stirrer, the pot stirrer, the one who's kind of creating the drama, if you will. Again, for those of you that this resonates with here, okay? So there's some type of drama, some type of fighting, conflict, or something that's going on. It's probably petty, gossip, just superficial bullshit. But the truth is going to come to light with Justice here, okay? So this situation, whatever this conflict is about, whether it's cheating, whether it's not cheating, whether it's just gossip or not gossip, whether it's just you're fighting with your family, you're fighting with your friends, you're fighting with people at work, who knows? Justice is going to prevail here. So the truth is justice is going to be served wherever it needs to be served. So the person that deserves, the person involved in this, whoever that is, if it's you or somebody else or multiple people, whoever, then justice is on their side, meaning you don't have to worry about the outcome of it because the divine's like, hey, you didn't do anything wrong, so you have nothing to worry about. Justice, Lady Justice knows who's done what, and the people that are doing wrong, they're going to be served their karma, their consequences. Now, that's for like one group of Libras. There's a whole other group of Libras here where this is you basically potentially dealing with somebody that's wanting to come back and try to make right. Whoever this Queen of Wands is, they want to come back. You may not expect it here. It could be something like a sudden, quick, fast change of events with this person. They want to come clean about something. They want to tell you the truth about something. They want to make something right here. They want to talk about it with you. And basically, you have no idea that this is going to happen here, but it was destined to happen with the Wheel of Fortune here. And it's in your favor. But you need to understand that there could be conflict involved, or there could have been other people involved with this person. Maybe that's why justice was involved here, and that's why the Three of Swords was here. Maybe this person hurt you in the past. Maybe they cheated on you in the past. So maybe they want to come back to you and they want to fix it. They want to come clean. They want to apologize. Okay. So there's a few different scenarios, a few different groups of possibilities here for you Libras coming up in July. So just take it as it resonates. And as I always like to say, if you're unsure, my recommendation is always to get a personal or private reading, because that deals specifically with you, specifically with your situation. It's not dealing with the general collective. It's not going to be a generic reading. It's going to be very specific and very accurate to your life and what's going on for you. So that's something that you need. That information is in the description box. Okay. So Surrender Your Addictions is at the bottom, is what came out for you guys. And I'll read the card. So whether you're addicted to substances, food, people, sex, or overworking, take action to begin to heal the addiction and replace it with healthier alternatives. So that's what's coming up for you guys. Now, Scorpio. What's coming up for my Scorpions in Cancer season, July? It's coming up for Scorpio. All right. Well, you guys are getting something that you really want. There's something that you guys are going to be very happy here. Something is going in your favor, like double in your favor. Look at all the majors too. You guys have all major arcanas coming out here. You have the Nine of Cups and the Star, which is double wish fulfillment energy. You have the Fool card, which is a brand new beginning here. And the Sun. You guys cannot make this shit up. Wow. I don't know if I've ever seen this happen before. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, you guys have major changes coming up for you, and you guys, this might be one of the best months of the year for you guys, Scorpio. You guys are you're really happy here, emotionally fulfilled. The Star, things going in your favor again twice here. Wish fulfilled, wish fulfillment. The Fool card. You guys are either going out on adventures here, or you're starting something new here. You have the High Priestess, which is Scorpio energy. So let me just go back really quick. And so you have Aquarius, double Aquarius with the Fool. You have Pisces, you have Virgo, Gemini, and you have Leo. That's all the majors, right? So there's something here that you guys feel spiritually called to or even connected to. But the Star and the High Priestess and the Fool, this is all like having a call, having a draw. You feel it in your soul. You're being pulled to something spiritually here. You manifested this, or you finally realize that you found your purpose, your call in life. And now this is you feeling the fulfillment of it. And then the Page of Wands at the bottom of the deck is the excitement of exploring it. So the best way I know to describe this for you, Scorpio, is whatever you're doing, whatever is happening for you in July or Cancer season, is you guys are connecting to your divine purpose. Okay, whatever that is. There's something major, extremely major for you guys. Because again, look at all the majors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 major arcanas here. Massive, extremely huge major change coming up for you guys. And every single one of these cards is positive. Every single one of them. I mean, this is about as fairy unicorns and rainbows of a reading as you can get. 9 of Cups, emotional fulfillment, right? Everything is deep emotional satisfaction. The Star, everything you could ever wish for. The Fool, starting clean, starting afresh, but feeling alive, feeling like you're connected to your soul's purpose. High Priestess, feeling connected to your soul's purpose. It's feeling spiritually connected to whatever this is. The Magician, having the realization that, one, you've now stepped into your power. Like, this is the thing that you're meant to do, because it's proving to you, how do I describe it? It's revealing to you that this thing that you're doing is like, it's like connected to what you're good at, what you're gifted at. And so you're having this realization, like, oh my God, I finally found it. I finally found the thing that I'm really good at, that's really fulfilling for me. And I have the knowledge, I have the tools, I have the skills, I have the gifts, I have the passion. Like, you're realizing that this is this thing that you've discovered is connected to things that you're really good at. And so now it's all making sense to you. Like, oh, now I know why I have these abilities and talents and skills. Now I know what to do with them. Now I know who I'm supposed to serve. Now I know what I'm supposed to build or create or whatever this means for you. And you have the sun. The sun is the happiest card on the deck. It's like everything is finally, it's like everything is come together in this pinnacle moment for you where you realize, now I know what the meaning and the purpose of my life is. And the Page of Wands at the bottom of the deck is you just basically the excitement of you having this realization, and now you stepping out and doing it. I've never seen this before, ever. In all of the time, in all my times pulling cards, I've never seen a reading like this. I've never seen this configuration come out like this. So this is very, very, very incredible. Okay. So you guys have an amazing month ahead. All right, so your surrender card is surrender to silence. In quiet meditation or contemplation, let go and enter the stillness within. Silence can heal and replenish you. All right. So take that for what it's worth, whatever that means for you. Okay. All right. Sagittarius. I don't think anybody's going to top that reading. I've never seen anything like that before. It's a good month. July is going to be a really good month to be a Scorpio for most of you. All right, Sagittarius. What's coming up for Sagittarius? All right. So, Sagittarius, you guys have a major decision that you need to make here. So something happened or will happen unexpectedly with this tower. Now, I haven't done this with any other sign, but I'm going to do it for you guys. I want to know why this tower is here. I just want to clarify this tower really quick. Whatever this tower is, has created a delay here. All right, we have the Nine of Cups. Why is the tower here? High Priestess. Yeah, okay. The Fool and the Seven of Swords. So, you guys... You guys thought that there was... You guys thought... I don't know how to really describe this. You guys got overly invested in, I think, whoever this King of Cups is. All right? So it could be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Doesn't have to be, but that's what the King of Cups typically is. All right? Now, you do have the Emperor, which is Aries energy. And then you're here with Judgment. This is your own energy. No, I'm sorry. That's Scorpio. I'm doing Sagittarius. That's Scorpio. So you could be dealing with a Scorpio. We have double Scorpio. Anyways. So the tower is here. There was basically the Nine of Cups is you guys basically, you assumed that you made an assumption about this person. You thought maybe this person was, oh my God, they're the one. They're, the person I've been waiting for. They're the person that's, yeah, the person I've been waiting for, like my fulfillment. Now, the High Priestess here, clarifying the Tower, one of two things. Either you ignore the red flags, your intuition was telling you, hey, something's off here, and you ignored it, or this person had secrets, or it could be maybe both, because we have the Seven of Swords here. And I feel like, again, there was a preemptive celebration here with the Six of Wands here, where I feel like you guys jumped into something too quick here with somebody that you didn't know this person, but you jumped in really fast, really quick, really too soon. And now you're kind of paying the price. Now you're realizing like, oh, I thought this person was this, but now I'm realizing that they're not, right? It's kind of like what people do when they get really infatuated. You jump into something, you don't know somebody well enough. So you're being completely led by infatuation and fantasy. You haven't been around this person long enough to know who they really are. And you think that they're the fantasy that you have in your mind, but then the truth eventually comes out and you realize, oh my God, this person is nothing like what I thought this person was. That's kind of what I'm getting out of this. So the Tower is the shocking realization, oh my God, this person isn't who I thought that they were. And that kind of just put the brakes on everything with the Eight of Wands in reverse. So the Emperor is here to say, you guys are going to have to decide here with the Judgment and the Emperor energy. You're going to have to make your mind up what you want to do here. You're being called basically to take accountability and responsibility, to be the leader of your own life here. The Knight of Swords is, what are you going to do? And then you have the Ace of Pentacles. Now this is interesting with the Judgment. The Ace of Pentacles in Judgment is saying, despite the fact that this person may not be who you thought they were with the Seven of Swords, I think you guys are overthinking. Now that I'm looking at the bottom of the deck with the Nine of Swords, the Nine of Cups, and then the Six of Swords here, I think you guys are overthinking. I think you guys are still wanting, you're still lying to yourself with the Seven of Swords. This energy is attached to them, but this energy is also attached to you. I think you guys are lying to yourself, and you want this person to be that person so bad that you're still trying to project this Ace of Pentacles onto them. Like, oh no, they're but what if they're good? What if I can make it work? What if they're, what if they're not a bad person? What if they're not this, that, and the other? Only you guys can decide. That's why Judgment is here. It's up to you to decide. But I'm going to tell you that this person isn't who you think that they are. Unfortunately. That's why the Six of Swords is here. The Nine of Cups is here twice. You thought this person was somebody that they're not. Your intuition's been pointing it out to you. Your intuition's been screaming at you, trying to say, hey, they're not who you think they are. Seven of Swords. Are you going to ignore the red flags? And here you are overthinking it. You know the right thing to do with Judgment. The question is, are you going to do it? Are you going to do it? All right, what else does Sagittarius need to know? You know the right thing to do here. Your intuition's been screaming at you, but are you going to do it? This person is not who they claim to be. Yeah. You literally cannot make this shit up. Look what you guys got for your card. Surrender the idea that you can fix someone. Yeah, you're over here stressing out going, yeah, but I can maybe see, you keep wanting to believe that this person is your 9 of cups. You just want to believe it so bad. This person, yeah, but they're perfect for me. They have to be perfect for me. They have to be perfect for me. Ignore the red flag. Ignoring the red flags. Ignoring the red flags. High Priestess and the Seven of Swords. You're ignoring the red flags. And here it is. Surrender the idea that you can fix somebody. This person is who. This person is this. They are the Seven of Swords. You cannot fix or change this person. When someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time. That's what this is, unfortunately. I'm going to read the card. It's time for a relationship to shift. It doesn't work to try to fix someone. Each person must be accountable for his or her own healing. Yeah, you can't fix this person. You know the right thing to do. The question is, are you going to do it? If you don't do it, then you can experience, you'll just experience more of this. Because you already know the truth. With the High Priestess, what is the truth? That you can't trust this person. This person is not who they claim to be. They're not honest. They're not real. They're not trustworthy. And you know this. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just here to tell you guys the truth. So Sagittarius, that's what's coming up for you guys in the month of July. All right. Capricorn. Let's see what's coming up for Capricorn in July. Cancer season for Capricorn, please. All right, you have a Tower, which is Mars energy, which is Aries. So you could be dealing with an Aries. High Priestess, which is Pisces. Could be dealing with a Pisces. You don't have to be. We have the Four of Cups here. So the Tower, the High Priestess, the Four of Cups. What else? We have the Eight of Swords. We have Temperance, which is Sagittarius energy. So maybe you're dealing with the Sagittarius, but again, you don't have to be. All right. And then last but not least, you have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. And the Nine of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So Capricorn, you guys are getting in your own way about something here. Now, there is something that's obviously happened here with the Tower. I'm going to grab this other deck that I have off to the side. We're going to look at what this Tower might be. Just in case. Just want to get a little bit curious here. Why this Tower is here. Why is the Tower here for Capricorn? Like, what has happened? All right. So the Tower is clarified by the Lovers, the King of Cups, and the Seven of Cups. And then there you are at the bottom of the deck in the Queen of Pentacles energy. So I feel like, and again, this could be a Pisces because we do have the High Priestess up here, but it doesn't have to be. Whatever the situation is between you and this person, I feel like there was an abrupt change in this relationship, I'm going to say, with this person. Again, it doesn't have to be a water sign, but it very well could be, because this is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy, and we do have Pisces there again. But it could be any sign, really. But the bottom line is with the Lovers card and the Seven of Cups here, and the Four of Cups, this is all telling me that you and this person had a strong connection, or at the very least, you had a strong connection with them. Now, it could be implied that they had a strong connection with you as well, but I'm not 100% sure. But you definitely had a strong connection with this person, but right now you're feeling rejected. Now, I'm also seeing here the possibility that maybe this person had other options and maybe you found out. Maybe that's why the Tower is here. Maybe all this, suddenly, unexpectedly, you realized, or you came to the realization that maybe this person had other people that they are interested in. Maybe that's why the Seven of Cups is here. I'm not sure. Because the Lovers is plural. Lovers being plural means there could be more than one person involved here. Whatever happened, whether there was multiple people involved or not, what I do know is that the Tower indicates that something here within this connection with this person blew up. The High Priestess could indicate that there were secrets, things that were hidden. But it's also indicating that, again, with the Lovers energy here, you had what felt like a pretty strong spiritual connection with this person. But right now, with the Four of Cups, you guys are either this person is making you feel neglected and rejected, or maybe you've decided, hey, I'm not interested in them. I feel like this is your energy. I feel like this is you feeling like you were the one who was rejected. That this person had other things going on or other people. You're feeling rejected here. And with the Eight of Swords, when I said earlier, the Eight of the Swords here and then the Nine of Swords at the bottom of the deck, this is you basically kind of catastrophizing this situation. And I'm not saying that the situation wasn't bad or that it didn't hurt or that the situation doesn't suck, but you're definitely making it worse than it really is. So, because you're in the Eight of Swords, but then you have the Nine of Swords at the bottom of the deck, and so I think what this is telling me is that you weren't seeing this person clearly to begin with the Seven of Cups. That's a confusion or a fantasy type of energy, and a little bit of that with the High Priestess here. So I think that you were projecting kind of a fantasy onto this person and you weren't seeing them clearly. And so the divine is here saying, hey, no matter what happened to cause this Tower, this was a blessing in disguise, because you weren't seeing this person clearly to begin with. You weren't aligned with this person to begin with. And so the Temperance card is here representing the divine, trying to get through to you, potentially through this reading, to say, hey, I know this sucks. I know you thought this person was, you know, was one thing and it turned out to be another thing. But the divine is here with the Temperance card saying, you know, and don't shoot the messenger by my directness for saying this, but the divine is kind of saying, hey, snap out of it. Pull yourself out of this Eight of Swords, this defeated victim energy. Pull yourself out of this Nine of Swords energy. You know, like this person is not who you thought that they were. And with the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, the divine is saying essentially like, you know, this person was not a long-term option, even though you thought that they probably were. It's also saying that this person had no intentions of putting effort forward into this this connection with you. That's why you're feeling neglected. In other words, the red flags were there, whether you saw them or not. And it's also saying that you need to pull your energy back with the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. The divine is saying, hey, pull your energy back. Come, you know, like snap out of it, pull your energy back, and get back to you. Get back to focusing on you with the Queen of Pentacles at the bottom of this clarifying deck. Yeah, and look, you can't make it up. There's Temperance again, twice. So the divine, you know, it's a very strong message with Temperance showing up twice here, saying, get out of the Eight of Swords energy, get out of the Nine of Swords energy, come back home to yourself, rebalance yourself, get back in tune with who you are. And with the Two of Cups here is basically saying, hey, don't sweat this. Like, you're going to find love. There's somebody else out there, somebody who's actually good for you, not this fantasy person who isn't good for you. That's what the fourth cup coming out of the cloud up here is. It's like, okay, so this person wasn't the right person for you. Maybe there was some infatuation. Maybe you missed some red flags. Maybe, you know, you were let down and disappointed, and all those things can be true, but it's not the end of the world. There's going to be somebody else for you to meet, somebody that is in alignment with you, with this Temperance energy. And so basically, like, hey, you know, just snap out of it, you know, come back to yourself, get back into your own energy, your own body, and don't take this personally. Don't let this situation, you know, affect your self-worth, your self-esteem, or any of that kind of stuff. Is essentially what this is showing you here. All right. But you have love coming towards you because we have that Two of Cups underneath the Temperance energy. So let's see what your surrender card energy is for July. Surrender procrastination. So this is the Four of Cups energy. I'm just going to read the card. It says, now is the time to jump on a goal instead of putting it off. Taking action will attract success. So yeah, what the divine is basically saying is, the longer you let this situation that's happened with this person in this tower moment to sabotage your energy or hijack your energy, you're going to be stuck because you're not doing anything. You're sitting and you're ruminating and going over that Eight of Swords and Nine of Swords. You're just reliving the experience. You're putting yourself back in that negative energy, and because you're putting yourself in that negative energy, it's like it's like you're clogging the pipe, so to speak. Like you put a kink in the water hose, right? And so it's like you're all bound up in this energy, and so your life isn't productive on any level right now. Like you're stalled, you're stuck, stagnation, and the divine wants you to get out of this negative energy so that the right person can come in towards you, so that you can get back on again, kind of get back on the horse, get back, you know, get up, get moving again, right? What's the saying? If you fall down, 99 times get up 100, right? Because you have somebody that's coming towards you, and I'm going to show you this Two of Cups again. There it is. Love is wanting to come towards you, and then underneath this deck, you have this Page of Pentacles. That's an offer. And look, underneath the Page of Pentacles is the Nine of Cups. It's what you really want is going to be coming towards you. So don't sabotage with the Eight of Swords and the Nine of Swords. Don't stay in this sabotage energy, because then you're going to miss out potentially. Excuse me. You're going to miss out on this new offer that's coming towards you. This is the cup coming out of the cloud. This is the offer. Here's the disappointment represented by these three cups that, that weren't what you wanted, but here's the one that you do want, because it's coming from the divine. And the divine will never give us anything that's not in our highest good. So this fourth cup coming out of the cloud is the temperance energy. It's the divine hooking you up with the person that's meant for you. But it can't come to you if you're in this woe is me, stuck energy. I don't want to do anything. Eight of Pentacles in reverse. I just want to sit here and be sad and feel like a victim. And again, don't shoot the messenger. I'm just saying what I see. Okay. So that's what's coming up for you guys. And don't be so hard on yourself over this. Sometimes, we've all been here before. We've all gotten our hopes up over something. We've all been infatuated. We've all projected. We've all thought somebody was going to be something or a situation that turned out to not be the thing that we thought that it was. So that's what's coming up for you guys. I hope this is helpful. All right. Somebody's coming. There's a potential that there's an opportunity. It looks like somebody potentially is coming back, wanting to reconcile, wanting to give it a chance with you. Now, there's a little bit of a red flag here. We have the Seven of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Now, I'm going to take you guys through this, obviously, and we're going to see. So this is you guys basically feeling kind of apathetic and checked out. Now here comes this person, right? Here's the cup up here. Here comes this person that you've dealt with before. They're coming back around. And here they are. Here's the reunion. The three cups is them coming back. The Hierophant is here. Basically, you've had a connection with this person before. You were in a relationship with this person before. This is you and them, I think. Both energies are there. Nine of Swords. This person showing up is going to stress you out. This person is stressing out approaching you. However, there's a sense of excitement on both ends. Like it's kind of a double-edged sword here. So while they're stressed out about coming towards you, and while you're stressed out once you hear from them, there is still a sense of excitement. In other words, this person, once they actually finally come towards you, it's like they're going to be hoping for the best outcome. And then obviously this is you feeling kind of like, what's the word I want to use? You're going to be feeling kind of like, you're going to be feeling kind of special, for lack of better words. Like, oh my gosh, like this person decided to come back and reach out to me. And then we have the Queen of Cups here, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. That could be who you're dealing with. It doesn't have to be, but it could be. This person has a lot of feelings and emotions for you. We also have Taurus here. Seven of Swords. Now, This is the red flag. Is this person honest or dishonest? We don't know. Because this energy is attached to them. Do you trust this person? I don't know. I'm going to say probably not with the Nine of Swords. Judgment is here. Scorpio energy, so maybe you're dealing with a Scorpio since the Queen of Cups could potentially be Scorpio. It doesn't have to be. But the divine is saying it's up to you to decide what you're going to do here. But it's a major decision you're going to have to make when this person shows up. Yeah, they're coming. Page of Cups. This person is definitely coming. They're definitely going to reach out to you. You're definitely going to hear from them. And you're going to have to decide. With a Judgment card, you're going to have to decide what you do when this person reaches out to you. Right? What do you guys need to know? What is your surrender card for July? Surrender to trust. We were just talking about trust here. Literally, we were just talking about that. You can't make this shit up. I'm just going to read the card. Trust yourself and your decisions. Don't be swayed by other people's strong opinions about what to do. Take action and be confident that you have chosen the right path, which is judgment. So the divine is basically saying, you will know what to do. Trust yourself. Make a decision based on you trusting yourself. And once you've made the decision, don't second guess the decision that you've made. Stick with the decision and know that whatever decision you make, that's the decision that you need to make. That's what this is saying. Can't make that shit up. All right. Last but not least, we have Pisces. Okay. You guys are also juggling a difficult decision. Okay. You guys have a difficult decision here to make. I'm going to show you why. So you have somebody from your past. You have this Three of Pentacles, which means there's multiple people involved. Here you are. You have Temperance here, which is basically the divine saying, hey, you need to make a decision. You need to just, whatever decision you make needs to be the decision that's in your highest good. And you need to not rush the decision. And you need to choose basically, you need to make a decision based on what's in your highest good. Now you're overthinking things right now. You're super stressed out. And some of you could be about money. Some of you could be, a lot. I think you guys are frustrated about other things besides love and relationships. So a lot of you guys could be stressed out about money and finances and resources right now. But at the bottom of the deck, we have here's the love. Then you have the Lovers, which is Gemini energy. So maybe you're dealing with the Gemini. It doesn't have to be, but you could be. Here's the Love Offer. Here's a King of Swords. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. So there's the Gemini. Potentially. Doesn't have to be. Here's you having to decide, make a judgment call. Here's another person. King of Pentacles, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Doesn't have to be, but it could be. Five of Cups. There's some type of grief, loss, regret, guilt, or shame here. And then you have the Two of Pentacles. A decision. So either you juggled somebody or somebody juggled you, or you're just going to have to make a judgment call about who it is that you want here. Do you want the King of Swords or do you want the King of Pentacles? It's up to you to decide. You got Judgment and you have the Two of Pentacles. And the Five of Cups could be essentially you not wanting to hurt somebody's feelings here. And maybe that's why you're stressed out. You're like, well, but if I choose this person, then they're going to be hurt. But if I choose this person, then they're going to be hurt. You don't want to make the wrong decision. You don't want to be hurt, but you also don't want to hurt somebody else. Potentially. Now, again, one of these people, or maybe both of them, I don't know, could be somebody from your past. One or both. Who knows? I'm not sure. But you have a difficult decision that you're going to have to make here. And it's stressing you out. Nine of Swords. Two of Pentacles here. You have a decision you have to make. The Divine is saying, with the Temperance card and the Lovers card, the Divine is saying, hey, who is in your highest good? Who is going to complement your life? Who adds value to your life? Who actually is somebody you could go the distance with? Who shares who more than not, out of the two choices you have, who actually shares your path? Even if it's not exactly, but one of these people, more than the other person, is more in alignment with the direction you're actually going in your life. And it's up to you to use your discernment to figure out who. Now, obviously you might like certain things about this person, and then you might like certain things about this other person. One person might have one set of things you really like, and the other person has another set of things you really like. But the deciding factor, based on what I'm seeing here, the thing that you should be making your decision, the thing that you should be basing your decision upon, I should say, is the big picture, seeing the big picture, and going, okay, out of the two choices, who is more likely, who is the better option to go the distance with? Who's more aligned with my life, my lifestyle, my calling, my purpose? Who can I see myself going the distance with in the grand scheme of things? That's what the reading is asking you to consider. Okay. And if you make a decision based on that criteria, then you'll make the right decision. But if you make a decision based on superficial, unimportant bullshit, then you'll probably make the wrong decision. Just keeping it real. All right. So what do you guys need to know? What's the surrender card? What's the thing you guys need to know? Surrender the drama. All right, I'm just going to read the card. No matter how emotionally charged the situation, remain calm and don't contribute to the drama. Staying centered will help resolve the issue more clearly. So yeah, if you're, if there's some type of drama in your life, whether it's, one or both of these guys or whoever these people are, and it's causing drama, which is putting you the sign of swords, the divine is saying you're not going to be able to make a clear-headed decision if you're caught up in some type of drama. If you're emotionally triggered, then you're not going to be thinking clearly. So you need to remove yourself from the bullshit, from the drama, to get clear-minded so that you can make a clear-headed decision. All right? Because you guys are a water sign. That's one of the challenges of being, it's a blessing and a curse. To be emotionally sensitive, to be super hyper intuitive and sensitive and feeling based and emotional based, that's a blessing and a curse. The blessing is obviously the beauty of having those qualities and those gifts, but then the curse is, when you're predisposed to sensitivity and emotion, it can cloud your judgment. So to the best of your ability, the divine is saying, remove yourself from whatever's occurring in your life, whether it's these two people or not. Remove yourself from any and all drama so you can think clearly, so that you can actually make the best decision that's right for you. Okay? So that's what's coming up for you. And is there anything else? Nope, that's it. So hopefully this makes sense. Hopefully this resonates for you. And we'll be checking back in August to see what else is coming up for you guys. Hey guys, thank you so much for checking out this video. If you haven't already, please like, share, subscribe to the channel. All the other information is in the description box below. And as always, my friends,
I'm not a bloody psychic.